Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh. This week's video, as you guys can see by the title, I wanted to talk about a couple of different cute, sexy, attractive things I think you can do in order to flirt with your crush. When I was in middle school and in high school, I didn't really have any idea how to talk to girls or like to flirt with anybody, so I just came up with a couple of things this week that I think might be able to help some of you guys out that are out there that had the same problem that I had. If you guys do like this week's video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, and also comment down below some different things that you do in order to flirt with your crush if you're already doing that. But with that being said, here are a couple of things that I came up with for this week's video. First thing that I came up with that I think you can do in order to flirt with somebody that you have a crush on is I feel like if you're able to get closer to that person by doing certain things that are either really cute, sometimes like little things, like even if that guy that you have a crush on is wearing like a hat. I always thought that in middle school and in high school, if a girl stole my hat, it was kind of annoying, but at the same time, it was super cute because they were trying to get your attention and trying to flirt with you by doing other things and actually having to like talk to you. Second thing I came up with that I think you can do in order to flirt with somebody you have a crush on is by starting something either together. Let's say like you see that person that you have a crush on playing like a game or like playing something on their phone that you could be a part of. If you're in high school or if you're in middle school or wherever and you're at lunch and you know that everybody is like on their phones playing something, if you could just like be part of whatever it is that your crush is playing, I think that's a good way in order to like flirt with that person. So you guys have probably heard of this app called Best Fiends. I sponsored it in a video not too long ago, but they're sponsoring this video again, and I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm actually kind of addicted to it. If you guys haven't heard of Best Fiends, it's a puzzle battle game which has a bunch of different characters, and you basically come up with a team and then you have to go out and like destroy all these different slugs. And as of right now, one of the characters named Jean has a new quest that just came out and it unlocks at level 100, and once you beat it you get a bunch of gold and diamonds and all different kinds of stuff. July 10th there's going to be a random gift that's going to be given out, so if you play the game on that day you'll be able to get whatever this gift is. So yeah, there are a bunch of new levels always coming out. As of right now I'm on level 92, and last time I talked to you guys about it I was on I think level 39 or 40, so make sure that you guys go get the app. It's free. I'll have a link down in the description that you guys can go check out. It's super fun and I'm actually so addicted to it. So I know trying to come up with dates and trying to hang out with people is always like such a big hassle, and you never know what to do or where to go or if what you thought of is a good idea. I just think there's so many things that like go through your head when you're trying to come up with like a good date to go on with somebody. One thing I think you can do in order to flirt with somebody hardcore, in order to get them like totally into you, is to like come up with dates that are spontaneous. The thing with going on spontaneous dates is that like you never know what's gonna happen, and if that person's always like about like a schedule or being on like a routine, I think that if it throws them off a bit and it like shows that like you guys can have fun together throughout whatever you're doing, I think that's just an awesome way in order to flirt with somebody. Alright, the next thing that I came up with that I think sometimes can be funny and just like a good way in order to flirt with somebody is to actually just like be obvious with the fact that you have a crush on them. So if you're ever talking to this person and you just like throw out compliments, or if you're just like talking to them about something super random and then you ask them on a date or whatever it is, I think that if you're just straight up with them sometimes and you just talk to them and tell them that you're into them, that I think that can be one of the best ways in order to flirt with somebody, because then they're not like questioning whether or not you actually like them. I think another easy way in order to flirt with your crush is to not respond to every message that they send you. So if they're always sending you Snapchats, they're always sending you texts, they're always sending you a bunch of different messages over all your social media, I think sometimes if you don't respond to them and you just kind of like leave them hanging on and like wanting more of whatever it is they're looking for, I think that's a good way in order to flirt with somebody. Sometimes if you are playing a little bit of like hard to get, that it can be a really easy way in order to flirt with somebody. We are all on social media stuff like Snapchat and Instagram and Twitter, and I think that since all of us are always looking at whatever else everybody else is doing, I think that it's a good idea sometimes to like post if you're going to like a movie, or if you're going to the mall, or if you're like doing something where it involves you like going somewhere, because I feel like if you post what you're doing over all your social media platforms, that person that you have a crush on will know more about you, and then will have more to like ask you about when it comes to like actually talking and flirting. It'll also let that person know a little bit more about you. So you guys might actually know that you have certain things in common before even having to say anything. Last thing that I think will be able to help you out a little bit is if you are having a conversation with your crush, I think a good way in order to flirt with them is to try to keep the conversation short. Now the reason to keep the conversation short is because then next time that you guys talk, you'll have like more to talk about, or you'll have stuff to like add on to what you guys were talking about before. I feel like if you talk about everything all together like at once, that next time you guys see each other, you might just like not know what to say, or you'll just feel like you already said everything that you want to tell them. So yeah, I just think that's another thing that you can do in order to flirt with your crush. Alright, so those are all the different things that I could come up with this week. There are so many other things that I feel like I could have talked about, and some things that I know that you can do in order to like flirt with somebody that you have a crush on, but these are just a couple of things that I think helped me and I think will be able to help you. And if you do have a crush on somebody and don't know what to do, or you don't know what to say, or whatever it is, there are a million ways out there to just like go around talking to your crush. I just think if you really do have a crush on whoever it is, that like flirting will kind of come naturally when it comes to like talking to that person. Comment down below some different things that maybe you thought I left out or I forgot, or that you do when you're flirting with your crush. Also make sure that you guys check out Best Fiends. I'll have a link down in the description. And with that being said, I love you guys so much, and as always, I will see you guys next Saturday. Bye!